Hey everyone, Shabim here and welcome back to some more of our Foot Manager Newcastle United career mode here. Right, we're ready for our first proper matches on the series. So we've got 3 matches in this episode for you. Stoke City at home in the Premiership, Maidenhead United away in the Bright Stars Championship, and West Brom at home in the All English Cup. So without further ado, let's get straight into our game against Stoke. And here we go, and this is the team for our first match on this career mode. Right, so we have gone for Thomas Nemec in goal, the Czech Republic keeper. Got 6 caps for the Czech Republic already. At left back, we have got Antonio Luiz. In the middle, we have got Marco Costa playing alongside Arhan Versteeg. And at right back, we have got Tom Coates. At CDM, then, we have got Patrick van de Ven playing alongside Nicholas Jones. And then the 3 attacking midfielders are Nuno Coelho at left attacking mid. We have got João Ribeiro playing at the middle. That's the word I'm looking for, middle. We've got Lee Thomas playing up the right. And then our striker today is Brian Santana. Such a cool name, Brian Santana. Right, they've gone for a pretty defensive lineup as well. Obviously, we are the favourites for this one, so we're going to tell them that we expect them to be winning that game without much problem. I don't know what I set today because my mouse seemed to move around quite a bit, but we are ready to go. Right, hopefully then we can get a good victory to showcase our ability. This should be the only game that's going to be a problem in this episode. I mean, it shouldn't be a problem, but the other 2 games should be pretty simple. I think it's Maidenhead and West Brom. West Brom might be tricky, actually. Of course, we've got fixed rules in those ones as well. So we should hopefully do better in this one. We do have a highlight. Antonio Luiz, ball into Van de Ven. Antonio Luiz across now to Jones. Now, like I said, my target for this season is just to finish top 6. If we can sneak into the Champions League, that'd be big. Because there's a lot of players that I tried to sign. Even though we got tons of money, we couldn't sign them because they wouldn't go to a club that wasn't in the Champions League. So yeah, I think getting the Champions League is definitely going to be an important thing for us. I've got a really stacked under 18s and under 23s, which we'll go for. There we go, Brian Santana with a goal to make it 1-0 in the 26th minute. Brian Santana. So he's pretty damn good, obviously. We've got a lot of under 23s, a lot of under 18s, which we'll showcase a bit in the Bright Stars Trophy match coming up after this one. But hopefully they've got some good potential in there, and we can bring some fantastic players through in the future. I did just go a bit over the top and just signed a ton of players that I found. I scouted quite a lot and just... yeah, they seem to come across quite well. I tried to just pick a few random ones up with decent stats from different nations as well, because I want to play my part in helping some of the nations get stronger in this career mode. I think that's the main thing, really. That's what I really want to see. I want to see some crazy stuff. I want to see in the world, maybe not the next World Cup, the World Cup after, I want to see some crazy nations qualify. I'd love to see Cape Verde get to the Champions League, not Champions League. I'd love to see Cape Verde get to the World Cup proper. That'd be amazing. I'd really enjoy that. So 1-0 up at half-time. I'm happy with that, but it just leaves us a little bit in the lurch. We are dominating the game. 13 shots, 6 on target. We do have another corner here. Ribeiro to take. All the way over the top, but it is a penalty. Brian Santana was taken down at the far post, and now Brian Santana's going to take the penalty. Go on, Brian. Go on, B-Ray. Brian Santana with the 2nd goal. There we go. 5th of the season already. He might be top goal scorer in the league at this point in time. He is a really good striker. Really enjoying him at the moment. Keeper went the right way, but it was such a good finish that the keeper had absolutely no chance. One thing also, we've got the disciplinary rules set very, very strong. So 2 yellow cards gets you a 1-match suspension. So it just means that it makes people change the teams up a lot more as well. Oh, well, that was a terrible goal to concede. A really bad goal to concede. I'm not happy with that at all. I was just getting all excited about how great we were playing, and then we concede. That was a shocker. What even happened there? Thomas headed it back in, and Lowry's headed it towards goal. It was terrible, but then Lake poked it in. Thomas, not good, mate, not good. We are going to make some substitutions, though. We're going to bring on... I'm tempted to take off Santana, but he is on a hat-trick, so I don't think I'm going to. Let's bring on this guy. Lazzarini again. Seems to do me pretty well. And Busquets... Busquets can't play there. Darch needs some first-team football. Let's bring on Darch in place of Thomas. Thomas has made that mistake. Let's get him off. Let's bring Darch on. Darch is in English. I believe Darch might be one of the Longstaff brothers, maybe. I'm not sure. Because I want to ignore the fact that a lot of these players are just renamed real players. I like it. I do like the whole fake play. I mean, say if it was early on in the actual lifespan of the game, I probably would use real players. But no, I just caught myself when I was doing the tests on this database. Just caught myself so many times just buying the same players over and over and over again, and it becomes a bit tedious. So I wanted to change things up a bit. I really did, and that's what we've done, hopefully. And it looks like we're going to hold on for this victory by the looks of it. And it looks like we have. Okay, I'm happy with that. It was a pretty poor second half, but I do not care whatsoever because we get the 3 points, and that's all that we needed. And Brian Santana, another 2 goals to add to his tally. Excellent. Right. We're going to passionately say, well done, lads. Let's keep that morale high. They weren't too bothered about that, to be honest. Obviously, it's not running perfectly smooth at this point in time because all the players are completely brand new to each other, so it's going to take a while for them to sort of get on each other's level. But anyway, I'm going to come back to you in a click of a finger when we're back for the Bright Stars Trophy match. Right, here we are then finally for this game against Maidstone. Now, got a slight problem. A lot of our players are wearing international duty, so we have no goalkeeper. We only have 1 centre-back available completely. But apart from that, we should be okay. So the goalkeeper is just we won't even look at that. It's just a random one. Gary Clayton, the young English player from Leicester, comes in at left back. We go back to Magnus Helgesson, a right back. Actually, it's going to be his first game for us, actually, Magnus Helgesson. At centre-back, we've got Lionel Mina, who is a Ecuadorian centre-back I got from Santos. CDMs, we go with Anthony Gregory, alongside Antonio Lazzarini, playing his debut. Well, not his debut, his first start. Centre mid, we've got Andy Miller, playing his first start for us as well. On the left, we've got Ruslan Fedotov, a Russian player we got from Zenit St. Petersburg. Looks pretty good for a 16-year-old, actually. At right midfield, we've got John Darch, we got from Leicester, making his first start for the club as well. We've got my 2 strikers. We've got Christian Manzi, we got from Genoa, 17-year-old striker. Alongside him, we have got Gabriel Nieto, 21-year-old Argentinian player. Don't know why his stats are going all down for him. I mean, he's been playing quite a bit. He's been up and down for us, hasn't he, really? But hopefully today will be his chance to shine. Right, so we should be okay. It's only Maidenhead, so it should be a pretty easy game, to be honest with you. Even if we are missing quite a few players in international duty, they should be back for the next round. They're literally back tomorrow. It's a bit of a shame we couldn't get them back a bit sooner to play in this game, but it is what it is. I couldn't believe no goalkeepers. We've got like 8 or 9 goalkeepers in our youth squads. Every single one of them's away playing. Oh my god, they're in. They're in already. Oh my god, they've hit the crossbar. Oh! Well, that's a bit of a panic, wasn't it? Maidenhead actually looking a bit better than I expected. Hopefully that was just a little bit of a glitch in the system. Yeah, it's a bit of an annoying one, isn't it? But it is what it is. We'll have to just deal with it for this time. Luckily, we got an easy draw, didn't we? Fedotov! Oh, Fedotov. You should be scoring that. That would have put us 1-0 up. Alright, so we got... Oh, God. We got some pretty strong players, so we should be okay, to be honest. Our midfield is very strong, so we should be able to dominate this. We've got a few young players in there that are not quite at the right level, but the good players around them should be enough to sort of just overwhelm Maidenhead, to be honest with you. Here's Mina. Big ball over the top, right way to their defender. It's back and forth. Manzi, though, finds Nieto off the crossbar. Both teams hit the crossbar now. Right there, Guy Ross Hughes has been booked. My PC fan keeps going really loud. I hope you can't hear that in the background. Right, so Loizu. Here's Lazzarini, Gregory. Yeah, so we must have quite a good youth squad then, considering how many of our players have gone on international duty. Manzi gets the ball at the far post. Plays it back to Darch into the middle. It's Miller. There we go, 1-0. It's taken 35 minutes of this game. We do finally get ourselves in the lead. Thank God for that. We needed that, I think, didn't we? It's getting a little bit iffy there for a moment, especially with the iffy team and everything else. I was getting a little bit panicky, but we seem to be okay now. Right, there we go. 1-0 up after 35 minutes. I'd like to get a second one, though. Just give us a bit more control. Lazzarini. Over the top it goes. I'm happy with this squad, though. I think our squad is pretty damn strong. Manzi, Nieto. Manzi. Oh, my God. What? Did that just say Miller's gone off? I don't know about that yet. It's news to me. Yeah. Injury. Does that make him... Is it waiting for us to make a substitution? It must be. Okay, we'll take him off then. Who we got? I don't even want to play Coelho. He's a bit too good for this game, isn't he? But he might be the only player we've got to play in that position, to be honest with you. Yeah, might actually be the only player we can play. We can play Kundi. Let's just play Coelho then. It doesn't matter too much, does it? He can't play for the All-English game anyway, so we'll just play him on this one. There we go. It's going to give us even more attacking prowess. I don't know why I put us onto the pitch there and made us think about that ourselves. God knows why. So the goal scorer's gone off. That's a bit disappointing, isn't it? Right, so we're 1-0 up at half-time. We've just brought in a very, very strong substitute as well. We are dominating the game, thankfully. The worst thing in the world would be to lose this game. That would be shocking, wouldn't it, really? Right, let's tell the youth players we're happy with how they're doing. And hopefully continue on for a stronger second half. But bringing on Coelho is going to make a big difference. Of course, he's a world-class player, really. Well, he's going to definitely be a world-class player. He's pretty good now, but he's just going to get better and better, I think, as time goes on. Right, so I've got this highlight. We'll let this happen. We'll maybe look at bringing on a couple of substitutes. Especially if we score here, we'll definitely look at bringing a couple of substitutes on. Here's Gregory. Coelho. Cross to Lazzarini. Sees Darch out in space on the right. Darch, great run. Playing the ball forward. It wasn't a great ball, but Fedotov's picked it back up. Coelho. Finds Darch again. Back to Lazzarini. Back to Coelho. Back to Gregory. Here's Lazzarini. Gregory. Fedotov. Oh, wow. I thought that was in. It was a hell of a curling shot, that was. Right, so that might be Fedotov's last part of the game as we bring on Tundi Conta. Can play up front as well, actually. No, let's bring off Fedotov and let's bring on this guy, Abdoulaye Nguesson, in place of Manzi. There we go, a couple of sets of fresh legs come on the pitch with half an hour remaining. Helgason, Nguesson. Helgason's ball into the middle, it's headed clear only as far as Conte, who's just on as well. Lazzarini back to Conte. Finds Nieto, who finds the back of the net. There we go. Tundi Conte gets an assist as soon as he comes on the pitch. And it's Gabriel Nieto with the goal. His first goal of the season, his first ever goal for the club. It was a good ball here by Conte, but it was all about Nieto's movement and that strike as well. Left the keeper completely wrong-footed. And Nieto slams ball into the back of the net. We lead 2-0 on the hour mark. Oh, we're going to get another replay, see if he's offside. He's well onside. Well onside there. No problems whatsoever. There we go. Oh, and now Gregory's picked up a knock. We can't take him off because we used all three of our subs. It is what it is, isn't it? We just need to see it out now for the next 20 minutes. They've got a free kick. It'd be nice to keep a clean sheet, but we're not going to. Eminika Ibrahim with the goal. Normally what I like to do in these games, especially if a club so far below us gets a goal, is I like to sign the player who scored against us, but I don't think in this case it's going to be because of the team we've had to put out. It's not a very strong team. It's not by any means the strongest youth team we could have put out because we've got 49 players away in international duty. Can you believe that? 49. Let's hope we can hold on to this, because I don't want to concede another goal now. Oh, we've got a chance here. Lazarini's corner. Oh, onto the head. No, it's a penalty. It's a penalty? Yes. Gary Clayton's going to take the penalty. The English left-back. Clayton slams it into the keeper. And then puts it in the back of the net. Thank God for that. Clayton, man. You have my heart beating there. I can't handle this much stress. So he missed away. He put the penalty right stupidly at the keeper, but then was able to put it back into the net before the keeper could move again. Whew. Okay. 3-1. We're safe again now. No worries. Helgason forward to Lazzarini. We might get a fourth here. Who knows? Helgason. Here's Darch. Coelho. Nice ball finding Conte. Finds Nieto once again. Coelho. Darch. Back of the net. There we go. John Darch with the goal. And we lead 4-1. Coelho with the assist. Nuno Coelho. Nuno Coelho. Conte has been actually pretty good since he came on. He's only 15. 15-year-old Sierra Leonean player. He's really shown some fantastic ability so far. And I'm sure he's going to get called up for the nation pretty damn soon. But there we go. 18-0. Another chance. Oh, good save by Lambert. And Gesson is offside. Okay. I wonder what happened there. Just slap. Every time I slap my PC, the sound stops. It's not a good sign, is it? So this looks like it's going to just be the full-time whistle one. So thankfully, I think our players should be back in time for the All-English Cup, because that's going to be a bit of a problem without them. There we go. Full-time whistle. 4-1 victory away from home at Maidenhead. Gets us through to the next round of the Bright Stars Championship. I forgot what it's called there for a second. Right, excellent. Right, so I'm going to again click my fingers and we'll come straight back for the All-English Cup. And here we go, we actually managed to put our full team of English players, which is pretty nice. Right. In goal then, we are going with Steve Corbett, fresh off of... Oh. He had a cap for England a minute ago. I'm getting confused here. He just played for England a minute ago. I'm sure it said he played for England, unless I'm getting confused. Have I got two English goalkeepers? I don't know, actually. Gary Clayton plays at left back. In the middle, we have gone with 17-year-old Pat Williams. We signed from an Indian club, which was interesting. Does he have Indian nationality as well? He does have Indian nationality as well. Be interesting to see what he picks up. He's got... Oh, so his brother, Will Gillespie, and Pat Williams. That's what doesn't work when they do this, does it? Really? Josh Cleverley also plays at centre-back. Right back is Tom Coates. He's having a terrible week in training, apparently, according to the old coaches. Two CDMs then are going to be Lee Thomas, who's going to be playing alongside the Welshman Nicholas Jones, who also has English nationality. Up the left, we've got Joe Williams, again, another player who also has English nationality. We have got Alec Conway, the Scottishman, at right midfield. Again, also has English nationality. John Darch plays as Cam. And then our striker is going to be Richard Daniel. Right. Let's get ourselves going then. Should be an interesting game, this one. It's not going to be as easy, of course. West Brom are a decent team. We are the favourites to win it, but it's going to be a tricky one, this. But it'd be lovely if we do win it, because that means we would have won all 3 matches in this episode, which would be a great way to start things off. Right. Come on, always an early highlight. They have control of the ball, but they're playing around with it at the back if they mess things up, which they have. Jones brings down to Thomas. So yeah, this whole competition is based around just sort of rewarding people for having English players in their squad. Now, there is a way around it, which is obviously getting a second nationality. Now, when players have been in the country for so long, they do gain that second nationality. For example, I know because I've done this test as Man United as well, but for example, people like David De Gea is classed as being able to play in this competition because he's been in the country for so long. He's gained English nationality, so he can play in this competition. So that's a way around it when the player's been in the country for so long, which is why we've got Obviously, certain Welsh and Scottish people who can play. But okay, remember those Welsh and Scottish players are also playable that might have English nationality grandparents. So it all works out in the end. But if you see a random, like, I don't know, Ecuadorian player, for example, who ends up in this competition, it means they've been in the country for long enough. That's what it is. So there is ways around it. If you've been here for so long. We're dominating the game then. 4 shots, 2 on target, 63% possession, but we haven't got that all-important goal. That's what we need. We haven't really got a lot of strength on the bench either, so we need to really depend on the players we have on the pitch at this point in time. But since we are dominating so much, I'm going to step it up to a more positive play style. See if we can just push a few more people forward and try and get that goal, really. We're going much more centrally and down the right, aren't we? They're going heavily down their right. Nothing's going down their left at all. If that just means that our right back is very strong, I don't know. Right, so 0-0 still at half-time is not ideal. We're going to tell them that calmly that it's not pleased with what we saw from the club. That's going to boost a few people. We need that goal, don't we, really? I don't want to get knocked out this All-English Cup first round. There's a lot of money involved if you can get far in these competitions. It's going to be big for all the clubs involved. Alright, let's make those changes. Again, there's not much on the bench I can do to spark life into this. The only thing I can possibly do is if... Okay, let's switch Darch and Conway. That's the only thing I can do, is just to change the positions around a bit and see if that'll... I don't know if that'll just spark some life into it, maybe. It's not much of a change, but... There is a highlight here, though, we're involved in. But it's their highlight. That's the worry. The ball comes down nicely. Ball into the middle. It's over the top by Salmons. Wow. That was a big chance, that was, by them. Their team's become a little bit tired in places. Okay, maybe we do need to try some players from the bench. Harry Williams, how good are you? Not very good, are you, really? Let's bring on Fraser Scott in place of Conway. Are you better out wide, Scott? No, you're better where you were in the middle. Okay. Let's change things up a bit. See if Scott can make a difference. We do have a free kick. Jones into the middle, cleverly. Daniel, oh, it's off the post. Oh, my God, that could have been the chance. That was a big, big chance that was to move one ahead with only a few minutes remaining, and I think it is going to go to extra time here, isn't it? And there we go, extra time it is then. We are going to say we're far from pleased still. That might motivate a few, and it has. Come on, guys. Come on. Oh, they've got a free kick now. This is a bit worrying. Oh, good save. Again, it's their corner. It's a good header clear, but only as far as Miller wants it. Oh, good tackle. Great tackle. I'm getting worried here still. It's just not... It could end up going to penalties, this one, you know. It really could. We still have 2 more subs we can make, but if I'm making them, we're going to make the team weaker, I think. Right. Let me have a look at what I can do here. So if I can... So Darch can play on the left. Williams can play back there. Thomas can go forward, and then we'll bring on Dale Weir. He's only a young player anyway, but it means it allows us to push Thomas further forward. Hopefully make it a bit stronger for us. That's the plan anyway. We do have a highlight though. Coates, Jones, Scott. See if movement of Thomas is going to help us out here. Here's Weir. Thomas. Back to Weir. Scott Dutch. Oh, just wide. That's Brown with a shot. Oh, no. Brian Brown with a free kick curls it into the back of the net. We're in trouble here, people. We're in trouble. We've got one more sub left. We're going to have to bring on... I'm going to have to take off... I mean, just brought Weir on, but I'm going to have to take him off because he's the weakest player we've got on the pitch. Let's do that. We've got Lloyd on the pitch as well. Just have to go all out now and try and get the goal back, aren't we? Yes. Come on, guys. Come on. Get in it. That's it, isn't it? We're out. Oh, damn, that was awful. What happened to this team today? Right, we're gonna just say that was not good enough. We're knocked out of one of the cups already, very early on. I mean, I know the cup it was always going to be tricky, wasn't it, this cup? But we're knocked out already. I'm so disappointed with that, I really am. But it's one less thing to worry about. We've got the FA Cup, the British Cup, the Bright Stars Trophy, all that sort of stuff left. So I think I'll play this Middlesbrough game off camera, and we'll come back for the AFC Wimbledon, Nottingham Forest and Motherwell games in the middle as well. So, we will see you again tomorrow. I hope you have enjoyed this one. Of course, if you have, then please do hit a like and of course subscribe if you want to see some more. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you much for watching. See you next time. Bye.